The world is but a stage, and all these gods and heroes merely players. Role players, to be precise. Hello, and welcome to the 6th episode of Merely Role Players. We are a group of theatre creatives who in our spare time love to play tabletop RPGs. We roll dice, we fight monsters, we tell stories, and we are delighted to have you with us today. My name is Jack. I will be your game master. In front of me, I have our wonderful cast of characters. And just to my left in the tech box, I have Amber, our brilliant technical wizard. Just a hand today.
This time. Just a hand.
So,
she's the worst.
The stage is set, and the audience take their seats. Abby, you're not the worst. Max is on a timeout.
No one's hearing Max today.
The audience take their seats. The lights dim, the curtain rises, and the game begins. When we last left the land of Clock, the Wayward siblings had just received terrible news. Andre, the youngest of their extended family, had been found dead. But immediately, our heroes had suspicions. They didn't believe the Knight of the Gold who had passed on this news. They didn't believe that Umia, a priestess they had met, was responsible. And so they went searching for their own answers. Neoma and Mason headed back to the university to collect Ashton, a young man who has been beset by some kind of rat-based lycanthropy. With a brief run-in with the Thinkers, a university group who potentially have links to the upper echelons of society, they managed to escape and bring their new friend back to the theatre, with a little help from some drugged-up students on the way. Meanwhile, Ögra, Lawrence, and Benedict delved into the underworld of the city. They met with the stink bugs, a group of urchins who commit petty crimes, and then went to meet the boss, the head of the conglomerate. Some hard truths were told, Lawrence revealing the truth about his past, and Benedict told his family, or at least some of them, that he believed he was cursed, and that he had a guide, a mysterious entity called Tarquin, who had been helping him throughout his life. The three of them met with the boss, who seemed to forgive Lawrence for previous indiscretion in return for a life debt. The boss passed on some very interesting information, that the jail is filled with strange creatures, with people who might have lost their minds, and that these occurrences seem to be happening around a place called Old Father Crag, out in the city. That might be a good place to stake out if they were looking for more information. When we left, all of the cousins were returning to the theatre, and it is there that we will pick up our tale. We'll say that roughly around the same time, it's probably about 10 o'clock, maybe pushing 11 in the evening, you have all found yourselves back in the familiar confines of the Three Sisters Theatre. Your three mums have appeared to have gone to bed, so the place is empty, apart from the five of you.
So you're saying it's dark?
It is dark.
Cool.
Nighttime lighting state.
Whoa. Ooh. Production value.
Stay with us. So we've all come back together into the kitchen.
Or wherever you would have decided to conglomerate.
I imagine we would have relayed everything from our meeting, I say our, Lawrence's meeting with the boss. Including the bit about the people or things, the people where things have happened to being kept in the bottom floor of the jail under the earth, and old Father Crag being a place of interest and potential shenanigans.
So Old Father Crag, you would all know, is essentially a big rock that is positioned on the edge of the old town. Some people say that it looks like a face, and that's how it got its name. Some people can't see it. They're like, it doesn't look like a face at all, it just looks like a rock. No one really knows how it got there. It's not the same type of rock that the landscape around Court is usually, that is found prominently around. It's just this big boulder, and the town has kind of grown around it. For some reason, when the town was being built, it wasn't moved, and so it remains a landmark of the city.
Where have we secreted Ashton? Is he just in a...
I'm imagining Ashton's just sat with you.
Yeah,
with us.
I would have got him
He's
like
still
a cup
baked.
of tea, and maybe very insensitively, Neoma's looked through the fridge and pulled out some
The
cheese.
fridge.
Oh, what the
Icebox.
ice
The
box,
ice
the
box.
ice cave cavern, whatever we have where we keep things cold.
Cavern.
Cavern, yeah.
I've got to go to the ice cavern again.
Don't you hate it when you go to the ice cavern and then you can't remember what you were going to the ice cavern to get?
Do you ever just go into the ice cavern and stand there looking at it for a while and then leave again?
Do you guys think that the light that's in the ice cavern comes on when you open the door, or is it on all the time?
That poor pixie is frozen in nerves.
Sorry, you go to the ice box and you get...
Insensitively, this was the insensitive bit, some cheese, maybe. I think I would have tentatively brought it out and looked at Ashton and been like,
Ashton's just like...
okay. I go to break off a bit. Yeah, break off a bit, and then
He reaches and takes the chunk of the rest of it.
yeah.
And just starts there and like...
Okay. And I make him a cup of tea and sort of sit there, because I imagine Mason and I have probably got back before these guys, so we've had some time to sort of sit Ashton and get him prepped.
So you've filled each other in on your nighttime adventures.
I think we should go tomorrow to Old Father Crag, unless anyone has a way of getting into the prison that's not getting arrested.
I might.
Really?
Well, I used to work in the town's guard.
And the boss himself said that he could get us there if you needed him to.
Yeah, that did make me kind of like nervous though.
We could try the town's guard first, and then...
Why would we try the town's guard?
Because I used to work for them.
Yeah, but
I
don't
currently
think...
work for the
Yeah,
boss, who
that
said
was-
he would do it for me.
But also
Yeah,
the
but you've-
town's guard, you worked for them like a very long time ago.
Yeah, I'll just see if there's anyone else there left that I know.
If we want to go to the prison, I'd insist that we go through the boss. I think it's safer than the town's guard currently.
You just pledged your life to him.
Exactly.
He's a monster.
We might as well use him for what he's worth.
I think maybe we should sleep on it, make some decisions in the morning. I don't know about anybody else, but this day has been a lot.
Where's Ashton gonna sleep?
I could make up a room for him, I guess, one of the dressing rooms, or... I mean, the only other spare bed is Andre's, and I don't really want...
I don't think Irina would.
No, I don't think we should do that. So I'll make a bed in... I'll put him in dressing room 2, if that's right, Ashton. I'm really sorry that you can't talk to us at the moment, but I have a spare notebook. I'll give it to you and you can...
Oh.
Oh, what about that chalkboard, the little one? And then you can just have chalk, and then you can just keep, rather than wasting pages and pages of paper.
I didn't realise you were so conscious.
Paper's expensive.
She recycles, actually, yeah.
That's such a new thing that I just learned about you.
Just an eco-warrior.
For some reason, when you said it, though, I was imagining Etch-a-Sketch. So I was like, why is he just going to...
Oh, yeah, good idea. I'll get the reusable chalk pad.
We're smart.
Okay, you make up a bedroom for Ashton.
Benedict will clear his throat. I might need a room made up too.
Oh, I just assumed. Sorry.
I'm assuming that I can still use the costume room, right?
Yes.
Like old times?
Yes, of course.
I still think Irina might have a problem with someone using Andre's bed.
No, I don't want to use Andre's.
Well,
No.
if you're in the costume room, then you could go in your old room.
All right.
Okay.
Well-
Well, I'm beat.
Oh, just before we go, how much of this are we telling our mothers?
I don't think Irina should know any of it until we have something concrete.
I agree.
And I think that Maria will find out. You know, she'll. I think that Maria will just stumble upon information as she does, and I think Holger probably already knows.
Well, let's just then decide that we won't have any open discussions in front of them. We'll keep it to ourselves and try and stay out of their way tomorrow.
Yeah. We could get up, if we get up at dawn, we could leave before they get up.
You'd get up at dawn, would
I
you?
might need someone to wake me. But, like, then if we leave before they get up in the morning, we'll leave a note, obviously, because we don't want them to think we've been missing too, but...
Yeah, it's...
We should be honest with them.
Maria told us not to be with Irina. She said don't give her hope.
Maybe that's exactly what she needs. It's what we're all clinging to.
But if we're wrong, Mason, it will be much worse to give her hope and then take it away again. I think if she's down this process already, it's not lying. We're just not saying anything. Just until we have something that's a bit more solid.
It's probably safer for them to not know.
I won't lie if I'm asked.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Right, Ashton, I'll show you to your room.
He stands up, he looks at you all. Harum.
Is he
We
still
need to
high?
figure out
He's-
why
he's
this
coming down.
were-rat sounds like a bird.
I take Ashton, I get him set up, leave him a little candle, and then
Probably stay there and not come with us tomorrow.
Ashton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was imagining that he was going to stay.
Ashton just found himself a member of the company.
Maybe he can make friends with Henrik.
Oh, yeah.
That's racist.
It's a little bit racist.
They might better communicate.
That's true, actually.
Are the rest of you just heading to bed? Anything you'd like to do?
I'd like to go to Holger's room.
She's not in there. Or she doesn't answer the door, at least.
Classic Holger.
Mama. Mummy.
Holger's not your mum.
They're all
Oh, you call them all mum, sorry. Became very confused. There's no answer.
I'll try the door.
It's unlocked.
Put my head in.
Bedroom's empty. And then you hear a voice in your head. I'm in Andre's room.
Ah. On my way.
Ögra, I'll say, because you'd probably get there first because he kind of takes the detour, you like open the door, and then get into your own bed, you sit down, you look up, and Olga is just like sat on Andre's bed.
Love it. I feel like she'd probably have a moment when she first walked in the room anyway to kind of be like, but it's like this, almost like she's expecting Andre to just be there as well. So yeah, she probably would see Holger there. What are you doing?
Go on. Fill me in.
She doesn't even ask, like, how do you know? She's just like, yeah, Mum knows everything. So she like sits down in her nest, and she's like, tells her about Ashton, because he's now in the theatre, so someone should probably know. Tells her about Ashton, tells her about the tells her what Ashton had said about Andre trying to infiltrate the Thinkers, and that the stink bugs haven't heard anything, but they also haven't heard about any bodies being retrieved, and that lots of people are disappearing. And she says, oh, we've heard that this is happening to people and they're being kept in the bottom of the prison. She doesn't mention anything about the conglomerate, because it feels like it's not really her place. Like, that's just been kind of, so divulged to her only recently, so she's not sure Lawrence would be okay with that. So she just kind of skirts around that. She still thinks Holger probably already knows.
While you're
Catching
regaling all of this, Mason, you would enter, and she kind of holds up a finger to be like, wait.
And then he said, hey, have a good night. Help yourself to drinks at the bar. No, she doesn't say that. But yeah, she just carries on the story until she's finished.
Holger turns to you. Yes?
The the way you communicate when we're not in front of you, is it like a simple message, or is it a more complicated version of it?
Bit more complicated.
I was wondering if you could just cast a spell just on me right now, just so I could see it.
She knocks her staff a couple of times on the floor, and the like vibrations feel wrong, more like resonant than vibrations should be. As she does, she mutters, and it's almost as if her words like bleed into the vibrations of the banging, and then you hear in your head, there you go.
Thanks. That's it.
All right.
Good night.
You don't have to leave. This is not private.
I mean, I was just going to go to sleep, to be honest. I'm really tired. But, Mum, we didn't want to... She lowers her voice because she knows Irina's room is just next door. We didn't want to tell Irina anything because, we don't want to, if we can't find anything, we don't want to just end up stringing her along. It's like, I don't want to have to lie to her, but yeah.
I lied to you earlier.
When?
Well, I forgot.
Okay, that's not the same thing.
I felt the weird feeling. Or a feeling that felt somewhat similar once before.
You already told me that.
No. Once, when I was a younger lass, younger than you, I went to old Father Crag. I wanted to see the face. And I stared at it for so long. It was like I fell through the world and saw something else behind it. And then I blinked and it was gone. Stands. Good night.
You still stood there. Ögra probably looks up at you and goes, she told me earlier today, I don't know if it's important, but the feeling she had this morning before we realised Andre was missing and she knew something was up, she said that she felt like that last when Irina was pregnant with Andre. I don't know if it's relevant. Anyway, good night. She just kind of like burrows into the blankets and disappears from view.
I think Mason moves towards the door and then doesn't leave for an awkward amount of time. And
You're gonna shut the door?
And then probably by the time you're about to say that, you hear it, because he's about to speak and then you speak. I'm sorry for how I was today. I don't know if you can hear me actually, but
She doesn't react.
I know what you did. And I don't judge you for it.
Could have fooled me.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You deserve better. Not just from me, but I mean... life. I don't even know if you can see me, but I shrugged. Just so you know. Yeah. You have a lot of potential, Ögra. That's what I see. That's what I try and protect. Taking a life is easy. Saving it is what's hard. Even when it's not easy. It's a choice. I just want you to make the right one. I'm sorry. And he leaves.
Just as you are like pulling the door to, she just goes, "You're wrong. Taking a life isn't easy." Good night, Mason.
Good night.
Shut the door!
He definitely doesn't.
Apologies if you picked up the rumblings of something rolling by our...
Rumblings.
I feel. Do I need to go look?
Nah, it's fine. We're in a working theatre.
I think it was actually, to be honest, I think it was the bins.
Yeah, I think
Probably the bins.
Yeah.
So,
Exciting.
you wake at door, Benedict.
like when he thinks everyone's gone to bed and is asleep, Benedict is going to hear the voice of Lawrence in his head saying that he hopes if anyone else gets hurt, it's on Benedict. He's going to take off his chainmail, pack up his bag, and head down to the theatre main entrance. He doesn't know about the locks and the traps, so he's just going to open the door.
Okay. As you open the door, what would happen?
Is it a thing that just you hear, or is it like?
Or if you like Home Alone traps.
I think
the house.
it's Home Alone traps. They're not like magical traps. They're just cobbled together like... It's probably weights and netting to keep someone in position until... with like, I don't know, things that make a lot of noise as it falls as well, so everyone is made aware.
Great.
So like a net with like metal buckets like falls, clang, clang, clang. Like it's enough to like pin you down, but probably not. You probably could wrestle out of it. But as you're doing so, the door to the auditorium opens and Maria is standing there.
Fucking hell, what the fuck is this?
It's just traps. It's Mason's traps.
What are you wearing?
This is my nightgown.
Oh, looks like a costume.
Well, it was as well. I wore it for my bedroom scene with...
Okay.
It was quite wonderful, actually.
Oh.
Where are you going?
I was leaving.
That's just stupid.
I don't know if it is.
Benedict, you and I have never really seen eye to eye. Especially not when I'm in heels. But I never took you for selfish.
Well, I think actually I'm sort of doing the opposite. I think I'm endangering people here.
Oh. I know this might sound ironic coming from me.
I'm not making it about me.
They need you, young man. Your mother needs you, your aunt needs you. This theatre needs you.
They haven't needed me for the last 12 years.
And look at where we are now.
Well, is it a coincidence that it's when I've come back?
After. Unless you think you have some magical time-travelling ability to jump forward and bring curses on us from wherever you are. God.
He doesn't say anything.
Look, do what you want. You're a grown man now. But if I wake up tomorrow and there is another member of our family missing, I might have to do what I swore I would never do and write an autobiographical play about it. So, good night.
Mother, what was it? I heard a noise in the dark.
Go back to bed, darling.
Okay, Mother. I shall.
I'll be up in a bit.
Love that cameo.
Why did you appear like this as well?
I think I was also in a nightgown.
So they've all gone?
Maria, like, nod to you. Good night. Ben. And heads up the stairs. You just hear, Lawrence, prep my face mask, please.
Yes, Mum, but we're fresh out of the freshest avocado.
Can nothing go right? And then the door slams.
I'm gonna go up to Mason's room. You share a room?
With me?
Yes, I thought you did. I'm gonna knock on the door. Mason.
He awkwardly gets up. Acting.
Whoa, that was so good.
Honestly, I thought there was a door there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if Neoma's awake.
I'm asleep.
Can we go on the roof?
Sure.
I'll head up to the...
I'll go back to bed. I'll follow.
Once we're up there and we're sat... Ooh. I'm not really very good at this sort of stuff.
What stuff?
talking about shit.
Same.
This used to be Lawrence and I's spot up here, and Neoma's.
It's a good spot.
I don't know whether I should leave.
To do what?
Not be here.
Why?
I'm just worried that I'm causing it.
Christ.
No, I know how this sounds because everyone's blaming themselves and I told them not to, but that was before Andre. There was a possibility that Andre might be dead.
There's always been the possibility that he might be dead.
No, I know, but it just changes things for me.
Why?
It's sort of a thing that follows me.
I think death is a thing that follows life.
No, I don't mean like that. I just mean people die around me.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Same.
No. A lot.
In a way that you cause?
I think it's a possibility.
Directly or indirectly?
I don't know. Indirectly, I don't kill them.
Then how do you know that they're dying because of you?
You're too young to remember this, but when I left here, when I left the theatre, I worked in a farm, just in a village, just outside the city. You came to see me a few times, and I was there for 5 years. I knew them all, friends. I worked for a farming family. Well, I would come back to the theatre occasionally. I came back to help birth Ögra. But there was a time where I visited the theatre and I came back and the village had been raided. Everyone was dead, nearly. And that's not the reason. The reason I used to look after this flock of sheep. That was my job in the farm. I'd take them up to the hills, bring them down in the winter. I knew them. I cared for them. And when I left the village, after it had been destroyed, I went up to the fields and all the sheep were dead. And there was weird similarities. There was a man who'd been nailed to a door with a spear, and there was a sheep that had been nailed to a tree. It's where I met Tarquin. And I asked him, I said, no, No, I didn't ask him. He said it. He said... I think he said, you think you're cursed.
And that was the first time you heard those words? Thought that thought?
I don't know. I just thought... I don't know. There'd been a couple of other instances, weird accidents that had happened. But it was the village and the flock of sheep that made me believe it. And I've told Lawrence not all of this, but a bit of it, and he said, not directly, but he hinted that if anyone else died, it would be my fault. But it's one of those things, isn't it? Where if I stay and someone dies, it's my fault. And if I go and someone dies, I wasn't there to stop it. It's why I left you all of you.
This is why you disappeared.
Aye. And up until now, it seems like, on the whole, you've all been safe, or at least alive. What do I do? Tell me what to do. I know I don't know you, but I want to.
Ask me 2 days ago, and I think I would have detailed an entire plan. Ask me today, and it's funny that nothing really changed by the Golden Knight saying Andre that this body has been found. Nothing really changed. Not for you. You haven't seen the body. You haven't touched him. So, as far as facts go, you're in the same position as when you first started. Same for Lawrence. There's no evidence that says he's involved. There's no evidence that there's a curse. Or if there is, that it's attached to this in any way. All I see are a group of broken individuals trying to justify it to themselves and to each other. Why they're to blame? When the truth is, this world is so much bigger than us. It's so much more complicated. I thought, when you came back and I saw you, I thought, I get it. He brought you back and he brought all of us together because that's what was needed. A task that was simply so great it would only take all of us joining.
Andre?
Mm-hmm. That perhaps he was smarter than I ever gave him credit. Or shit, perhaps he just snuck a look at my boards. I don't know. But today I thought I was onto something, and that if we just followed what he did and the path that he was on, eventually we would find the same conclusion that took him to take the act that he did, which I think was leaving, or.
But Mason, we didn't do what you wanted to do. We didn't follow your path. You wanted us to go straight to the knights. You had that instinct.
Stupid.
No. I think it was right.
If this goes straight to the Prime Minister, then let's just do a play tomorrow. Because we're fucked.
That didn't really answer my question.
What if you should go?
I didn't really tell you this because I think that I'm necessarily to blame. That's not how this came about. I was trying to reassure Lawrence that it wasn't him.
And what if it was?
I just don't think he can deal with that.
And what if it's you?
I've dealt with it before.
Alone?
Not always.
But you would leave and condemn all of us to deal with it alone? Again. It's the problem with leaving. You always think you're helping the people that you leave behind, but
In the distance, you just hear the clock tower of the Houses of Parliament chime as midnight hits.
I have a few things to do before the morning.
What things?
Rethink everything.
Don't doubt yourself, Mason.
Maybe say that to yourself. You're the strongest one, and you want to leave.
I'm only physically strong, and I'm not even that, really.
Mm-hmm. But you could be a great teacher for Ögra.
I can't stay. I can stay tonight. I can stay for a week. I haven't come back. I can't.
So in a week, if this isn't solved...
No, if it's not solved in a week. I can't stay forever.
It's the first night.
No, I know.
Get through that. Talk about forever later. Stop trying to run away. And please, all of us, stop lying to each other.
I'm not lying. I'm just
lying by omission, I think. You don't have to tell everyone every single secret. But if you're holding on to things that you think are connected to this, then what are you doing holding on to them? Guilt-tripping yourself? If you leave tomorrow, how's that going to help?
I just didn't want to scare them. I didn't want to scare Neoma and Ögra. Ögra's young, and Neoma's strong, but she's not been out.
Oh, God. This entire family is so up their own arse. We are all so much stronger than any one of us give each other credit for.
I said she was strong.
Ögra has handled things that would break me. I can't do what she's done. And still be Ögra. Stop trying to run away and start trying to support. Because Neoma and I have tried to do it for so long. Take your place back in the family.
Okay.
I don't know, apologise to Lawrence and then make him apologise to you, I don't know. Don't, but whatever shit you have going on, if it gets in the way, then both of you will be responsible. And not because of any curse, but because every single one of us is pig-headed in some way.
Okay. I'd go and talk to him now, but I think he's applying avocado to Maria. So, it's just probably not the best time.
As you guys kind of clamber back off the roof, you just notice a little mouse just run across the gutters.
Kill it.
Eavesdropper.
Kill it. It's Ashton, but he shrank.
It's a witches. You wake at dawn, I think was agreed upon. Ögra is unhappy.
Do you get a long rest?
You can have a long rest.
Woohoo!
I don't know if Mason would have slept. I'd like to take a point of exhaustion.
You can do that.
Thank you.
Sorry, are we resetting? hit
You could,
points?
yes.
I was only down one, but
Oh yeah, I should do that first and then take a point of exhaustion.
And as you gather, bleary-eyed, as the sun is just rising, where would you like to head?
Oh, Father Crag.
I'd like to do something before we leave the house.
Is
A couple of things, actually. Literally just two. Firstly, I'd like to go to Mother Maria's.
You're going to interrupt her beauty sleep?
What?
Mom,
Yes?
can I come in?
Yes?
Thank you.
She's lying in her bed, cucumbers over her eyes. What?
You know how you love me.
Yes?
Is there like any jewellery that you have that I could have that's like, I don't know, just worth a cool 100?
She sits up. I've always thought you'd look lovely in a necklace.
It's not for me.
Ugh.
Oh,
In the chest. Don't take the pearls. I need them.
if you never get it back, is that okay?
Just don't take the pearls.
Okay, thank you, I love you. I don't know why I put it on.
How much do you take?
Just one thing that costs like
You can probably take there's
Just about
one earring which is has a sapphire on it that you think is probably.
perfect. I'll take it. And then I would like to find. Well, I guess everyone's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We're always
Waiting
in the
for
kitchen.
you.
Everyone's in the kitchen. You wear armor, but do we know?
Yeah, you don't technically yet.
Would Mason know? Probably.
Okay,
Right.
That's true.
Oh,
You'd be able to see that?
It's on the board.
So out of the loop.
It's on the
I
board.
know.
It's
It's
like
on
there's
one
like a
of the
scrap
boards.
of
Nothing.
leather, just like stuff.
It's like,
Leather?
why
Question
does
mark?
Lawrence have this?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll go up to Benedict. I'm so sorry. Benedict and I. Are you wearing armor?
Yes,
That's weird. It's the morning.
I sleep.
You sleep in armor.
No, you don't.
No,
It's like those people that sleep in
not-
jeans.
it's not plain
Oh, no.
What is it?
Chainmail.
Oh, it's still heavy.
Yeah.
May I see your armor quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing it.
Can I see it for 2 seconds?
You need to take it off.
Actually, 6. Specifically.
Do I just take it off?
Sure. You're wearing...
Yeah, I'm not.
Great.
Because otherwise it pinches.
Yeah.
Take it off.
Great. Thanks. Is everyone's eyes on him?
Yeah, everyone's just staring at you like, what the
waiting.
hell is happening?
I'm just sipping some coffee.
What are you doing?
I didn't sleep.
No, I can
We
sort
can
of see.
tell.
Oh,
Do you want some coffee?
no.
Do you want a tea?
No.
Chamomile?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Look, whatever this is, I think we should make it quick. So,
Oh, okay. And he takes out his little cylindrical tool, and he places it on in the chainmail, like in interlocking chains and kinks, and he'll put it in between each, and then he'll turn it, twist it, and you'll start to see over time these little threads or weaves start to move in between the chainmail, and it's non-magical chainmail.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
What is it?
It is now a piece of magic armor that gives you. It gives you. When I scroll down,
A fun accent.
Oh, shit.
it gives you an accent for the rest of the game. Sorry.
I'd be so mean.
Fair
Relax.
I can find it on this list, but it's basically mind sharpness. So it all, when you get 4 charges that reset daily at dawn by 1d4, and if you fail a constitution saving throw, you can expend a charge to succeed it.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's
Specifically for
great.
concentration checks, isn't it?
And that's for how long? Forever.
It's literally on that piece of
Oh.
armor. That
Oh,
piece
so I
of
can
armor
just edit this now?
Is now
Yeah.
magic.
Oh.
Sorry, for concentration checks or constitution checks?
Concentration checks, but you make a constitution check by making a... Sorry.
I can read it. I just
say?
found it.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
read it.
Concentration checks,
Yeah.
but you make a concentration check by making a constitution saving throw. So if a spell was
Yeah.
to ask Joey to make a constitution saving throw, this wouldn't work for that.
Okay.
But if he has to make a constitution saving throw to maintain concentration, he could use it.
Right, so if it was already doing a spell.
Yes. So if he
Sorry,
has it.
gives me
hello audience.
advantage.
This is for those of us that don't know
You
anything.
can literally just succeed it.
It just
You just have to.
Oh.
it like
Right.
defibs you and you
Oh,
succeed.
wow.
Nice.
I like to imagine that when it happens, it would pulse, and you see the weaves like through the.
Do I need to roll 1d4 now?
You have 4.
I have
four
4
to
on the
start
first
with.
one.
Have we written a note for the mothers to just sort of
I
say?
assume Neoma. would
Yeah,
say.
I've already done it. I've set it up. It's by a little flat. I've got some of the fake flowers and I've left them there. It's looking all lovely with some coffee on the thingy. Yeah, I was going to say
Sun's
it's
come
bright.
up. Sun's come up.
Bright at night.
The only other thing is a question for all of you. Do we anticipate splitting up today?
No.
I don't want
We
to.
don't want to. We might.
Okay.
Be prepared.
Well, let's go thinking no.
Okay. That's the more fun option.
Why?
Lawrence, I apologize. You may have always liked this piece of jewelry, but I'm about to break it. And
Is that Mother's?
Mason takes out the little puppet of the captain from Hercule Poirot, and he'll undo the buttons, and then he'll take out a little scalpel, a little knife, and he'll cut the chest open.
He's gone insane. He's gone insane.
And he'll take the top few like cogs and things off of his tool, and he'll put the sapphire on top of it and start to spin it until you all hear a. And then he'll place that inside the puppet's chest, and then with a twist of the tool, it closes up, and
Maybe he should stay. Maybe we should go.
It's lovely, Mason. It's great now the puppet has a heart,
I
right?
hope Mother knows that you did that to her earring.
Is that what you were going for?
yeah, maybe I should do. Yes, okay. I've never done this before. And Mason will look directly at the puppet's at its eyes, and mentally command it to sit upright.
Oh my god!
And mentally command it to stand up on the table, take out its little magnifying glass, wander over to Lawrence, put its hand on Lawrence's leg.
What are you doing?
I cast guidance through the puppet.
You feel this like pulse, and you feel endowed with power.
I don't know who this little guy is, but he's cool.
I was sort of working on it for Hercule Poirot. This is meant to be the captain, but...
Does it speak?
Does it speak? It's funny that you asked that.
Mason takes out the instruction manual.
No.
No. I mean, still, it's very impressive.
You could do the voice. I was always imagining you would...
Oh, I didn't even think about what kind of voice it would have.
Well, maybe we can discuss it on...
Oh, yes,
on
sorry.
The route. I believe Ögra and I, we were just chatting, and Ugra's pretty convinced that she wants us to go to Old Father Crag.
I'm just really stuck on the puppet.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm here. Oh my god, it obeys me too. Wow.
Is everyone in agreement? It's the only place that we can go, that we don't need anybody else to try and get us in or break us in. And I just want to get going this morning because I'm feeling pretty after yesterday. So I think we should just, let's go, right? I've made us breakfast. Like, you look, and Neoma's got like a whole backpack full of stuff. And she's like, yeah, breakfast.
Nice.
You want breakfast? You
Sure.
can have it as we walk. You carry the puppet. I'll carry the bag. Yeah, let's go. Okay. And Neoma starts heading off.
Jump.
It looks
starts
amazing.
playing with the puppet.
It jumps.
It jumps.
Sick. I believe Neoma.
Great. Okay, with your new companion in tow, trotting behind, or on Ögra's back, you head through the city. It's not a long journey to Old Father Crag, just kind of the other side of the old town. You skirt around the square. It's early, the city hasn't quite woken yet. And you find it's got its own little kind of square, which is built up around it. This just weird, pale rock. It's kind of like marble in that it's got veining, but it doesn't look anywhere near as fancy as marble. There's no one really around at this time. The sun's only just peeking over the buildings. There is one older gentleman who is sat on a bench nearby sketching the rock. And as you watch, he kind of stands and he totters up to it to get a better look. He puts his paper up and he starts to etch as if he's trying to get a better vibe for the texture of this weird monument that the city is so strangely proud of. And as you're watching him starting to etch, it's almost as if one of these veins that run through the rock just like widens slightly, and the old guy's just like sketching away. And a arm reaches out through the rock holding a blade, and just the guy looks up and goes, "What?" And then the sword across his throat. And this old gentleman just blood spurts over Old Father Crag, and he just collapses as blood starts to pool out over the floor. And you watch as out of this seam, this thin, hooded figure steps out, stands, and looks at you. And he points, and you turn on either side of you. Two kind of shorter versions of this creature creep up out of the shadows. He turns his blade and points.
We don't mean any harm. We just came here to see Old Mother Willow. I mean, the Crag. Old Father Crag.
Do any of you speak Elvish?
Yes.
So, as this tall, hooded creature, it's got grey skin and like silver eyes. It looks kind of elven, but wrong, almost like it's been like a shadow of an elf. And these two little ones on your side, they look even less human. They have horrible blank eyes and sharp little teeth. As it turns its blade and points at all of you, who speaks Elvish? Just Max. Laura, no. Mason, you hear, for the realm. And now can we enter initiative?
Gondor.
Oh, Varys?
Battle lights.
Hold up.
Are you kidding me?
A deep
And my modifier is
whatever they
0.
Like
Your
a
modifier is
drow.
0. My dex
call it.
is
On the Shadow Elves.
like
The Shadow Elves are thing.
rubbish. Like,
I don't know,
yeah.
I thought they were from like
Is
the
your
Shadow
music
Elves.
playing?
Yeah, but I think I press play again.
Oh,
Could be a deep. It
I've
could be a
just
drow. Well,
sent
but you said it was like a
Oh, have you?
So, 20 to 90, it's 20 to 19, a very specific range. 20 to 50. Benedict.
I got 17.
17.
woo!
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Better-
I'm proud of myself.
Better than
Proud of you.
last time.
14 to 10. Lawrence?
11.
10.
10.
Okay.
Do we have to roll off?
Yeah, do some rollies for me.
What do I do?
Just roll d20. What do you get?
Natural 20.
Oh, well, yeah.
What a waste.
Why did I? Yeah, for goodness sake.
Wait, who's next?
Benedict, Lawrence, Neoma, Ögra.
I got a 3.
You got a 3.
What about the puppet? There's the puppet.
Oh,
I think it acts on
I
your
assumed
turn.
it shared my thing.
Okay. Benedict, you are up first.
I'll draw my morning star. I'll look at Neoma and remember what happened to her yesterday. And I'll pull my shield like over my shoulder. I'll place my hand on the lamb and I'll kind of do this gesture where I pull it away and like a spectral version of the shield comes out of the real shield, and I put that in front of Neoma's torso, and I'll cast Heroism, which basically means you're imbued with bravery, so you cannot be frightened, and you gain temporary hit points at the beginning of each turn, which will be 3 hit points.
Whoa.
But there's no maximum.
So I just keep going up.
So temporary hit points, you can
Oh, you're
only
gonna
ever
go
have one form of temporary hit
Oh
points.
yeah, that's right. So it's only ever up to 3.
Yeah.
Only ever up to 3, but I can get 3 to start with when
Yes.
it's my
Yeah,
the go of
so
my
if you
first
lose
turn.
them, you'll
What-
then gain another 3 on your next turn.
Great. Okay.
Do I have any bonus actions?
I don't know.
Let me see. No. 2-weapon fighting. What does that do?
Oh, it's just if you're carrying 2 weapons. at
Oh,
the
I
same
don't.
time.
I guess I will. How far away is the main dude?
About 20 feet?
Yeah, I'll run up to them.
Just stand in front
Charging. I'll run up and scream and
Okay.
charge at them.
of them. Okay. It is the Darkling Elder's turn.
I'll write that down.
And as you run in, it kind of smiles, like crouches, pulls from its back a second scimitar, so it's wielding twice. And he's going to make 2 attacks.
2 attacks.
First one, 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Second one, 9.
Nope.
So the first, he swings down and kind of catches your side. The second, you manage to get your shield up just in time. But you take 9 points of slashing damage. I rolled max. And 10 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god, I'm nearly down, guys.
As this wound, like,
hell.
it just feels like a nick at first, and then you feel this, like, horrible pulse, and you look down and the wound isn't bleeding, but it is kind of turning black across your body.
I need to make a concentration check.
You do.
What have I got to beat?
10.
I fail. I'll use the thing he gave me.
Already.
So your armor pulses as you feel the spell you cast on Neoma begin to drop. Suddenly the armor pulses and you manage to regain almost focus on it, and you hold it up and you feel bad.
Yeah, real bad.
Lawrence.
I think seeing this, Lawrence instinctively is going to run towards the big bad as well. And since he's just been swiping at him, do I get sneak attack?
Yes, he is engaged.
Engaged, so I can use a sneak attack?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to pull out a second dagger from a different location this time, from on his back. He pulls out, sort of on his side, he pulls out a dagger and he swings it round and he's going to try stab this thing in the neck.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Ooh, vicious.
That is a 14.
You swing and it just dodges underneath it.
And then as I just take a moment to just be upset. And then as a bonus action, I am going to disengage and kind of jump backwards and behind it.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Great. Neoma.
Level 2, guys.
Oh god! Oh god! Okay.
Ögra, you're on deck.
Feeling this bravery run through me. Heroism. Yeah. I'm going to obviously see Benedict. Sorry, totally forgot who you were.
That's okay.
Benedict get hit and then Lawrence miss, and I'm going to. Yeah. No, I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. Hang on 2 seconds. I just want to read which this one does.
That gives advantage.
If any attack roll against the creature. Yeah, I feel like that's what I should do. Question mark? Okay. I'm going to hold my hand out and cast Fairey Fire at the big dark, whatever you called it.
Okay.
Darkling Elder.
Darkling Elder.
So what does that do?
You have to roll a dex
A dexterity.
saving throw.
Ooh, pretty high. 21.
Then it does nothing. And I just go, you. Oh. How tense is everyone feeling? I'm feeling pretty tense at this point. I mean, you look really hurt, right?
Yeah, really
Okay, so I've done that, and I'm gonna, still feeling brave, I'm gonna feel this weird wave wash over me, like it's something that I don't really understand, that's not happened before, and I'm gonna, the bravery that I'm feeling is gonna kind of emanate out of me, and I'm gonna suddenly feel quite vicious and jawry, I don't know. And I'm going to wild shape.
Oh my!
What are you going to wild shape into?
I'm going
Something
to...
jewelry.
Well, I was originally going to do my first wild shape as something a bit more accidental, but I feel like in this time it's not going to. So I'm going to go for a wolf.
Okay.
I'm going to wild shape into a wolf.
Awooga.
Yeah.
Have we seen you do this before?
No.
Oh.
Neoma's never done this before. Neoma doesn't know what she's doing.
We all just go, is she going into a were rat? Is it happening? Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yes.
You watch as Neoma holds out her hand, sends off this burst of bright light, which the Darkling shakes off, and then just her back raises, first sprouts.
Yeah, I imagine it's quite horrible. I imagine it's quite gross and clicky, and her whole body changes. It's pretty grim.
Her jaw dislocates out into a snout, and where your sister once was, now a wolf stands.
Sorry, everyone.
Ögra.
That's a lot.
Ögra is freaking out. She thinks that someone just tried to kill her brother. He's on the floor. He's bleeding. Ögra's now turned into a wolf. Everything's going wrong. So she's gonna just like the panic is just gonna simmer into a rage, and she'll just channel it into anger. And I would like to rage, and then I would like to get my greatsword out if you'll allow me.
Yeah.
And sort of very similarly to how she did with Jeremy, the flying imp thing, she'll go screaming towards the Darkling Elder and slash it up with the sword.
Okay, make an attack roll.
So,
Come on. Hit.
17?
Hits.
Yes!
Okay, cool. And that is... Oh, nice. 14 damage.
Have you added your rage damage?
Yes.
14 damage. So you charge up, and as this thing like dodges out of the way of Lawrence, and then Lawrence jumps away from it, it almost like lunges towards him, realizes that he's out of reach. The Darkling Elder turns back just in time to see you barreling towards him, and you just like and slash across his chest, and black blood squirts out. 14 damage, right?
Yes.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Mason. One of the smaller creatures just to the right, in Elvish, whisper, like kind of mutters out, "For the realm," and darts towards you, drawing a dagger from its sheath. 23.
To hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
You take
Not damage.
I'm a normal person. I'm so
I'm a
high.
civilian.
He's trying to kill us.
I make
just
that
roll
roll.
so
you
high
take
every
Plus
attack.
1.
5 points of piercing
I'm
damage
gonna get up.
and 4 points of necrotic damage
Not very good.
as he just lunges in and like stabs you in kind of the upper thigh, and it just burns. As again, you also see this like blackness emanating out from the wound. And he wrenches the dagger back out of your body. The other smaller one is going to totter towards Wolf Neoma, sorry, and like jump up and almost like try and grab you and stab you with its dagger. 8.
It misses.
What is a wolf's armor class?
I'm not telling you. 13.
It's like trying to hold on, but you, in your wolf form, like manage to shake it off. Mason.
Yes. Level 2. As my bonus action, I'm going to command our lovely new puppet captain to fly over,
Can it do that?
because it has a fly speed of 30 feet.
That's amazing.
What does it look like when it flies?
Like a puppet with dead arms and dead legs.
Is it like
And
Barbie?
I
Oh my
do
God.
like this. It's like being carried by string.
That's
Yeah, it's like a
horrible.
thunderbird, just like
Flies over to the elbow.
To Benedict.
To Benedict.
And it doesn't take its turn yet. Oh, sorry. I'm going to mentally ask it to do this on its turn, which is right after mine, so it can happen now. I would ask it to, as its action, attack.
Benedict.
I have to do this in my bonus action. No, attack the elvish guy.
Okay.
And then as its reaction, cast Cure Wounds on Benedict, which it can do.
How to, it's reaction.
Yeah. So reaction it can cast touch spells.
Okay.
And my action is the part where I get confused on what to do. And I think I'm going to go bold and see if this works. And Mason is going to... The thing that stabbed him is still there?
The creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like by your leg.
Mason is going to, like, grab where it stabbed him. And with his tool in his hand, he's going to, like, furiously start twisting it, clicking it.
Before you do something,
Uh-huh.
it delivers the spell. You have to cast the spell.
I see.
Remember, it delivers a spell you cast that has a range of touch. So you cast the spell.
Oh, so I can't cast 2 spells.
No. So you could cast, if you want to cast Cure Wounds, you can cast that,
I'm gonna do
but
that.
that is your action.
Then instead, I'm going to go, ow. And that's why I grab myself.
You can start furiously clicking your cog thing and just nothing.
Yeah, it's not going to do
happens
anything. It's not
then.
going to. I think I'm going to move away from creature.
You will provoke an attack of opportunity.
That's okay. I've never been in a fight before. I don't know what I'm doing.
17.
Yeah, it hits.
You take 3 points of piercing damage. And 9 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, I go down.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Would you have got it to cast Cure Wounds first? Because I will allow that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's technically speaking, it happens
That's
after
all
my turn
happened.
anyway.
Okay, so you kind of...
Oh, so it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't have worked by that logic.
I'll
He nearly let it
Well, no,
happen.
because you cast it on your turn, though, presumably.
Yeah. You
And it reacts on its
cast
turn.
the spell, and as a reaction, it does it. So you can have cast that first,
Sure.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it... Yeah.
The spell's traveling, it's moving.
Yeah, the spell's in the sky right now.
So
like-
you kind of cast the
Doing the
spell
same thing as
off.
puppet.
You send it through. Cast Cure Wounds for me. Because that's a reaction. So the puppet is like flying over, and as it does so, it just like holds out a limp hand, which brushes across Benedict's face.
It's not amazing. 6.
It's like,
That's still good.
Cured 6 points. You turn back just in time to see Mason like dart away from this creature, who just flips its dagger around and stabs him in the back as it's going. Mason, you hit the ground.
Yeah.
However, your homunculus can now attack, as you did command it as bonus action.
That's true, and it's got a more powerful attack than Mason. It's gonna take out its little
magnifying
Magnifying
glass.
Yeah, I can't scroll on my thing. And it's gonna aim it at Mr. Doody, the big guy. Actually, it's gonna the big guy, big elven man.
Mr. Doody.
Mr.
As he should
Doody from now
forever
on.
be called.
And
Can we write it? It's Mr. Doody.
Oh god, no!
I'm assuming an 8 doesn't hit.
It does not.
Oh well, all of you see from the magnifying glass, it brings it up to its eye, and then just force is just ejected through the, but it misses entirely.
The dark elf like dodges out of the way, but is like looks perturbed by this puppet that has just like flown over to it.
Fusion, it'll work.
It now will only ever take the evasion action,
Great.
but it can still react. But I'm down, so it won't.
Yeah. Benedict, you see Mason hit the deck.
I am just going to take a big old swing at this guy's Mr. Doody's head.
Okay, you can attack roll.
14.
Just misses.
That's it.
Terrible.
It's not going well.
It dodges out of the way. You've disengaged away from it. Ögra has just taken a big chunk out of it, though. So it's going to swing once at you, Ögra. 14.
That hits.
So you take 5 points of slashing damage, half to 2, because you are raging, and 10 points of necrotic damage, unhalved.
Unhalved.
Yes. So 12 points damage total. So it swings once with its left hand, and then the second hand is going to go at you, Benedict. 19. No, 20. Unnatural.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I'm rolling really well, guys. Are you happy for me?
thanks.
No, Jack,
This
no.
is terrible.
This is like,
Gonna
this
kill
is
us all.
session
Oh,
6,
God.
you can't kill us all.
9 points of slashing damage.
Oh, I'm down. But because I'm an half-orc.
Oh, what?
You're not done yet. You're not done yet.
So 9 points of slashing damage
0
and
points of necrotic damage.
3 points of necrotic
Yeah,
damage.
so I would go down, but because I am a half-orc.
An half-orc.
An half-orc.
An half-orc.
And you've allowed me. I have relentless endurance.
Yes.
So I'll go down, bump back up with 1 point.
You should do.
Yes, you definitely have.
Oh god, oh god,
So-
oh god.
You like hit the deck, and then something in your primal past rushes through you, kind of similar to the pump that came out of Mason's armor, and you sit up.
What damage? What's the other damage we're taking?
Necrotic.
Oh, I'm resistant.
Resistant. So
Sorry. I should have
all right.
said that.
That's all right. Well, it would have been that last go wouldn't have made any difference.
No, at the time. I can just leave it for now.
We'll leave it for now, but bear that in mind.
That would have made such a difference.
Lawrence.
Yes. If I was to hide,
Yes.
does that give me advantage?
It does. If you successfully hide.
I'm standing behind it, so my logic is that I hide next to
You
the
could
rock.
probably try and hide behind the rock, yeah.
Yeah, and then sneak round.
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Oh yay! I like rolling dice. That's a 16.
Oh. You feel hidden.
Oh yeah, I do. And now I'm gonna like cronk shimmy my way round the stone, and then with the same dagger, I'm just gonna go over the shoulder and try to stab it in the back.
Okay, make an attack roll.
That is a 15.
That just hits. So you can roll with sneak attack, because you have
Yeah.
advantage, and also you have people.
So that is 5 damage.
Whoa!
Wait,
Is the
sneak
rogue
attack?
here?
Yes. The dagger was a 1d4,
Yeah.
which
plus,
I rolled a 2 on.
Plus.
Oh, I forgot the plus 3. So 5, 8,
That's
Did
much
you
better.
roll? What did you roll on your sneak attack?
3.
Oh, is it just 1d6 at this level?
Yeah. I'm level 2. I'm just a
Level
little
two,
baby.
Remember, we're level 2.
Just a baby. 8 points of damage. As you like cronk shimmy around, lead up, stab it down at the shoulder, the thing hisses at you. Neoma, wolf Neoma. There is a little one hanging around your neck. Mason's down. The other.
Yeah, I've got.
She can't heal.
Well, I can still sort of heal, but we sort of said. Because this is why we said.
Oh,
This is why we said that I shouldn't, because I'll watch it.
what'd you like to do, Neoma?
Okay, I've got my wolf instincts now. I'm feeling still pretty brave and powerful. I'm gonna bite this
Oh.
guy.
Was that gone?
The little guy.
How does it work with
That will
rabbits?
have gone. Because you
Uh,
can't.
Okay, I'm feeling slightly less brave than I was.
Because you do go. I don't know. Do you?
I'll
Go,
tell you what, make a concentration check.
oh, well, I can
me?
just succeed it.
Okay, I'll allow it to stay.
I'll make
I
a
don't
roll.
actually know how that interacts.
I passed it.
Okay,
So I won't use it.
we'll say you're still heroized.
Heroized.
You're doing drugs?
Yeah, I bite it. Essentially, is what I'm trying
The
to tell
little
you.
one or the big one?
I'm going to attack the little one.
The one that's around you.
The one
Okay,
that's around
Make
me.
an attack roll.
Can I just ask, are we within 5 feet of any other allies?
You would have been within 5 feet of Mason, but Mason is no longer an ally because he is.
You are incapacitated. Fine, then it is just me on my billy.
You can do it.
No, I cannot.
Level 2.
Level 2.
What'd you get?
TV. Okay.
She rolled a 3.
I rolled
Yeah,
a 3.
Plus 15.
4 to hit.
So 7
7.
does not hit. You're trying to like reach around, but you've never been a wolf before,
Yeah.
and you're not really sure, and they have a different neck shape, and you're trying to reach around to bite it, but you can't. You can just hear it beneath you, like dodging out of the way.
Who here can say they have been a wolf?
Ögra.
In all ways except physical, I am a wolf. I'm going to try and stab the Mr. Doody again.
Mr. Doody?
Yeah.
Whack him.
That's better. 24.
That hits.
Non-lethal.
Come on.
I feel like Ugra's the only one who ever hits anything.
Well, she is the barbarian, so
It makes sense.
Okay, highs and lows. Do you ever just your brain stops doing maths in the middle of maths? 13.
13. Okay, so you just like go under and up as he's distracted by Lawrence's stab. You just into its stomach, in one side, out the other. Lawrence, you're almost like impaled by Ögra's sword as it comes through. As the life fades from its eyes,
Oh, it's dead?
can everyone, so you, Lawrence, Benedict, Ögra, could you make Constitution saving throws? Oh, I guess, and the puppet.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 5.
I can tell you what it
We're
is.
going to die together.
It's a
I rolled a 6,
+1.
but I've got a plus
For the puppet.
5, so 11.
I think we're
So
all gonna
11 for Ögra.
6.
5. Oh no, 7.
What?
Ögra, you succeed.
Yes.
This music is intense.
17 for the puppet.
The puppet succeeds. However, you two, you're like staring in its eyes, Benedict, which as it's dying, they start to glow with light, and then there's a flash. You are both blinded.
Oh, okay.
You both also take
Oh,
Oh
down.
no.
I think we're gonna die, guys. I'll go in over
11
healer.
points of radiant damage.
11 points
You're,
of radiant damage.
you're,
No, I only get it once.
no, you're
Doesn't matter.
irresist-
I have 1 hit
resist-
point.
Oh.
Don't worry, I was slightly wrong. When I'm incapacitated, my homunculus servant, that's actually a puppet servant, can take any action it wants.
Oh, okay. Well, we know
Oh, so
now.
it could have attacked. It can still attack.
So I take 5 damage because I'm resistant to radiant,
You take 5 damage.
but I'm still down.
You're down.
Are you down?
And
No, but I look like I'm about to pass out.
Okay, so Mason's down, Benedict's down, Lawrence is wobbling, Neoma's a wolf.
Who's a useless wolf?
Is
still.
it still my go?
Yes, if you have anything else you can do.
I don't have any bonus actions that I can do this go. The other little one, the one that downed Mason, what's it doing now?
Still, it's just standing over Mason.
Can I want to go over to that one and I want to kick it, but I don't think I'll be allowed in this turn.
You go over with the energy of.
I go
going to kick
over
it.
screaming to get its attention, I guess.
Okay. As you run over, it is its turn. It's like raising its little dagger to stab Mason on the floor. And then as you charge over, it's just like. And it's going to attack you instead. 9?
No?
It swings and you just like bat it out of the way. It's quite small and you're quite strong. The one that is around you, Neoma. That's cold. Sorry, terrible. 12.
No.
Again, tries to attack you. You again manage to shake it off. Mason, for the first time this campaign, can we have a death save?
Oh god.
18.
It's an 18.
Oh, yes.
That is 1 success. Benedict, for the second time, can we have a death save?
Oh, it's a 19.
It's a 19, 1 success. He is dead. Lawrence.
I was exhausted. Is that a disadvantage? ability.
No, exhaustion.
It is any
It's
ability.
ability
Any
scores.
saving
Yeah,
throw.
ability
Any saving
checks.
throw.
Is it any save or is it any ability checks?
Oh,
I think
That
it's
is
ability
It's just
checks.
checks at level 1.
Let me.
No, the level 1 is
Exhaustion. Disadvantage on ability checks.
Not saving throws.
You're okay.
Max is out. Max is
Lawrence,
I'm like, let's get a level 1.
I'm blind.
I mean, natural.
you are blinded.
Great. Well, I think in that case, Lawrence is going to reach down to his other boot and he's going to pull out a third dagger that you guys have seen. And he's going to just sort of blindly start stumbling towards where he knew Mason's body was and the other one was.
To stab it.
No. To sort of just draw attention to him rather than Mason.
That's
I'll be like, and I'm going to be like, come and get me. Come and get me.
It's behind me doing this.
Can you roll a survival check?
Please accidentally both stab me and Ögra.
That's a 12.
Okay. You, as your go ends, your vision returns to you, and you find that you've walked in roughly the right direction. You're like facing about 45 degrees in the wrong direction, but you're around the right place.
Okay, cool. I'll point a dagger at the one that is not fighting, and I'll be like, come and get me.
Neoma,
I'm gonna try again.
we're gonna try and bite it.
I'm gonna try and bite it.
You
again.
and this thing are just like engaged.
Oh,
You're both.
but do I get advantage now? Because Ögra's here.
Yes, Ögra is close enough to you.
Come on, one of you.
Oh God. I think A5. What's the
And a
other one?
3!
three.
A 5 and a 3! A 9. Does a 9 hit?
No. The
Fun again.
worst battle of all time carries on.
She's panicking.
I realised the homunculus can have acted because it can do what it likes. If it wanted to attack you.
Yeah, I guess hey,
To attack you.
it's a detective, so it's gonna attack the bad guys.
Attack the one that was fighting you.
Sure.
Make an attack roll.
I don't know what a plus is. But that's
plus
11
your-
plus.
Your spell attack modifier.
15.
That hits.
That was not what I was expecting you to say.
1d4 plus your proficiency bonus.
Excellent. Then in that case, it's going to be a 4.
4 points of damage.
Yes.
This out of this magnifying glass strikes it.
Which one are you aiming for? The one
It's
on
not
the
me,
Neoma,
it's the
right?
puppet. I
No,
think
the
it's
one
near me.
you were fighting. Ögra.
I will keep going for the one the puppet's just
Singeing.
attacked, because it's in my eye line. So I'm gonna just try and cut that one in half again. That's 18 to hit.
That hits.
Single-handedly.
I know.
That's for barbarians, am I right?
And that's 14 damage.
Much as you did with Jeremy yesterday, you dissect this thing
Nice.
into.
Perfect.
This one has a bit more like body to it. So whereas Jeremy went in half very neatly, your sword like cut through the first half of its head, and then it's more that you're just crushing it down into the floor,
Nice.
turning it into a pool of gore.
You're blind. You're fine.
Not anymore.
you get your sight back just in time. I turn to Neoma and the one around her neck and just kind of go, and then start heading towards that one.
Okay. It is that one's turn. So it is going to attack Neoma again.
This is a really lovely dance you and I are doing with each other where we don't hit each other.
That's an 8.
Nope, isn't it?
You and the wolf are just, it's like running between your legs. You're snapping at it. It keeps trying to attack, but it can't quite get. Mason. Let's save, please.
12.
2 successes. Would your homunculus like to do anything?
Did it not just do it?
Well, that was the turn of you doing your first death save, which I forgot to give it. So it gets another go.
It'll fly over. And it'll...
The only one that's left alive, the one that's fighting Neoma.
18.
Hits.
Hell yeah.
It's Ögra in the puppet.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. It gets like blasted back, looks up, sees the puppet, and is like, Benedict?
I fail.
No.
Hell yeah.
1 success. 1 failure.
Paladins.
One brother
useless.
lost.
Lawrence?
I think seeing this mess that's going on, Lawrence is going to try and join the fray of it. And he's like, it's fine, Wolf, Neoma, I'll help you. And I'll just start like, I'm going to try swing both my daggers at this thing.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Come
Okay,
on.
so the first one is a 23.
That hits.
And the second one is a natural 20.
If you kill this thing before I even get to bite it, I'm going to be mad.
Got a natty 20.
Whoa!
Okay, so the first one, you get sneak attack on. Because
Okay.
it is engaged.
So the sneak attack damage is 4, plus 2, plus 3, 5. 9 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And the second one is I double the dice.
You just double the dice. And you don't, remind me, bonus...
You can roll
Whoa.
it. Is it that you're allowed to roll it twice or just choose to
Yeah.
do the number twice?
Hypothetically, will I be allowed to roll that twice?
2 when you take this action with a light knife. Yeah, you can roll it. You can either roll it twice or you roll the first one and double it.
I'm going to roll it twice.
Yeah, that's what I
He's got
thought.
one again.
Okay, a little bit better. That's 6 damage on the second
6,
one.
and it's because it's the 2-weapon fighting. It's just the dice. You don't add anything to it.
Oh,
3.
so 3.
Was that the 3? That was doubled.
Yes.
Yeah, you just don't add the +3.
Yeah.
Great. Either way, you kind of catch it with the first one. You're like, I imagine you like are under Wolf Neoma's legs. You catch it with the first one and then skewer it and like shish kebab it with the second.
Oh my god.
I realised I didn't do this before, so I'll do them both on this.
Oh,
As they both drop dead, can
Again.
you two don't
Everyone
need to,
involved.
just you 3 make a Constitution saving throw,
Yeah, sure.
And the puppet.
10.
and the puppet.
10.
Oh my god, I'm rolling like complete.
How did you roll another 3?
I don't know.
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 5, by the way, so this is...
I'm gonna get on myself.
Are we all blind?
Worse.
No damage for these little ones,
oh, thank God.
but the 3 of you, only the puppet remains unblinded. You 3 are blind and you 2 are unconscious. The puppet is like, they're all dead. However, we are still in an initiative because people could still die.
Yeah, how are you going to
Out
find
of
us?
combat, but 2 people are bleeding out and you all just went blind.
Neoma, you are a wolf and you are blind. What would you like to do?
If you drop it, do
Okay,
you lose
I have keen hearing and smell.
Okay.
So I'm going to stagger backwards as this wolf, and then I'm going to try and, knowing I've seen, because I'm still my brain, right?
You're still your brain.
Yeah, I'm still
it's
my
not
brain.
Point.
So I've obviously seen, I'm just checking, Mason and Benedict go down, and I saw Mason go down first. So I'm going to try and smell where Mason is, and I'm going to try and head towards Mason. Okay. I think I'm unsure of this wolf thing that I'm doing, but yeah.
Make a survival check.
It's actually a perception.
Make a perception check.
Thank you
Oh
very
yeah,
much.
because you're smelling. Make a perception check.
It's going to be a load of crap now. Oh,
Just missed the box.
I'm gonna say sorry. Just take the first one because.
no,
you are-
no, I don't know what the first one
Oh,
was.
did it?
Sorry, I didn't take it.
I wasn't sure
because-
you were rolling advantage because of they get advantage based on smell, but you are also blinded, so just a straight roll.
The
does
wolf
say that it-
has advantage on wisdom checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Yes, it doesn't
Ah,
say,
yeah,
it
right,
doesn't
roll
say
at
sight.
advantage.
Good, because that was only a 9. So. 20, a natural 20.
You snuffle over to Mason.
+6.
No, sorry.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, 14 plus 6.
You snuffle over and you find Mason just as your wolf vision comes back. That's the end of your game.
Great, fine.
Um,
but as a bonus action, I can drop my wolf self.
Yes.
So, I want to do actually like role play with this, but I'm going to work it out, and I'm just going to panic drop it.
You're reaching for something that would help, and you know you can't do that as a wolf, so
Yes.
instinctually you allow it to
I'm
drop.
going to lick his face grossly just before I do.
Lovely. Ögra, you are blind.
Yeah, she is. I'm gonna drop rage because everything's dead now, so there's no more perceived immediate threat. So she kind of like, I can't see. Oh my god! And the rage goes back into panic, and I'll like spin around. And in doing so, she just completely disorients herself, and she doesn't remember. She doesn't know which way Mason is and which way Benedict is, and she just kind of guesses and starts stumbling in one direction. I don't know which way I'm going, so up to you, really.
Your vision returns just as you wander over to the rock. You like kind of you're like, and you reach rock and you're staring at it.
Yeah. Do I have a religious experience like Holger did?
We'll go back to that.
Ooh.
Mason,
Huda. 10.
that is a success. You are stable. Would your puppet like to do anything?
He'll just chill.
Slap.
He'll fly around.
Just had a busy day.
Benedict,
Oh, I got an 11.
so I'm 2 successes, 1 failure. Lawrence, you can
Hello.
see again.
I can see. That was quick. Okay.
Is it not end of his go? That's
Oh
what
no,
it says.
sorry, you can't see yet.
Sorry.
Thanks, bro. Blind, I will just let go of the kebab, and I will roll onto my belly, and I'm going to army roll in the direction I think Benedict is.
Okay.
That's my go.
We'll say you kind of get over to him as your vision returns. Neoma, you are yourself again. You can see. You're over the top of Mason.
Okay, so I'm going to try something. I don't know if you'll let me do it, but it's the only thing that I can really do.
Okay.
I'm going to. Oh yes, I'm going to.
You can't do this. That's what you're gonna try.
Yeah, I mean it is what I'm going to try, but it's all I have. So because I've got no, I realise we haven't given me any equipment or gold or anything. Yeah, so I have nothing.
No one's got anything.
No,
Wrong.
but like,
I have a great sword.
like as in, oh, so wait, so none of us have anything.
No, none of us have got
Well,
like potions.
what do you think you would have?
No, well, I would have thought I'd have a first aid kit. But
You're not
In the
proficient
world of
though.
magic,
no, I know.
I
No,
want
I
first
realised
aid
all of
kit.
that. Yeah.
A triangular.
Well, I'm going to do then the only thing that I think I can do, which
Cure
is I'm going to
wounds, I
cast
want a bandage.
Goodberry.
Okay.
Goodberry. Sorry, not Goodberry. Goodberry. And I'm going to try and shove a berry in Mason's mouth.
Okay. You kind of pull from the air this glowing magical berry.
I get 10 of them, actually.
10 glowing magical berries. What I'll say is, as a bonus action, make a medicine check.
No, so you read the wording because it's important.
It says a creature can use its action to eat one berry. So it's not me choosing to do it, it would be. But Mason is now stable, so I don't know if you give him actions.
No.
No.
So you kind of try and shove this berry into his mouth, but it just kind of like smushes against his lips.
I'm not conscious.
Yeah. That's all the healing I have. I mean, I can do a medicine check, but I have...
It wouldn't do anything because
Yeah,
he's...
it's...
Oh, so you've cast Goodberry.
Yeah,
You
sorry,
now
but
have 10
that's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if I'd done a medicine check, that wouldn't change anything, because I just go, oh,
It's okay.
Ögra,
Yeah.
as you look at this rock, one of those seams, those veins that run through it, starts to open again.
I take a step back and raise my sword.
Nothing comes out, but there's just like a shimmering.
I reach my hand.
oh, God.
Your hand goes straight through,
Don't try this at home, kids.
and you feel a strange wind behind.
I pull my hand back out and I try and touch outside of the vein, so like the paler part of the rock.
Feels like rock.
Okay. I have a look back around, assess the situation behind me,
It's not good.
and go over to help with Lawrence. With Benedict, sorry. Go over to help Lawrence with Benedict. Can I do anything on this turn?
You can make a medicine check to try and stabilize.
I'll make a medicine check. Can I do any harm by doing a medicine check?
Essentially, yes, I think.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. 18.
18. You kind of wander over and just out of gut instinct, you just like shove a hand on the wound and stop the bleeding.
I'm stable.
Everyone is stable.
Oh my god. That was so stressful.
I'll allow, because we are now out of the like chance of death, I'll allow with time you to feed each of these guys a good brew to bring them back to 1.
Yes! Yeah, we...
So you've got 10 good berries. How do you want to spread out your good berries? Good berries?
I don't know if you can only have one, because it says eating a berry restores 1 hit point, and the berry provides enough nourishment, which, I made a whole picnic, so this is really upsetting, to sustain a creature for 1 day. So does that imply that you would be too full from eating? No.
No, you could eat more than 1. It just takes, you can't on an action, so you couldn't like shovel 10 of them in your mouth.
Right, okay. Then I will probably give... You don't need any, do you?
Not as much as these
No.
guys do.
I will give... Maths. 4, 4, 2.
Okay. As these two kind of slowly and groggily come back to consciousness, and as they're munching down their berries, Ögra, it's just calling you. You like feel this pull to go and look at it.
She would definitely follow her instincts and go and do that.
You wander over to the rock.
Can I see the face?
Make a wisdom check.
18 again.
You can see where the people claim the face of Old Father Crag is. And you can see this seam which has opened up. It's now about this wide. And as you get closer, you realize that now you can see through. Not inside the rock, but there's something else behind it. And as you get closer, you see through this almost like window, you see these mushrooms that are the size of trees, like 20, 30 foot high. You see a sky that is blue, but the wrong blue. You see mosses of red and purple covering the floor. And you see a man walking, but he's not a man. He's a rabbit that walks standing upright. And he turns and he seems to make eye contact with you. And as he waves back from this strange realm, that's where we'll leave it for today.
Are we in Alice in Wonderland?
Thank you for joining us here in Clock. We really appreciate it. That was a weird way I got that sentence. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Wait, we're leveling up.
That's kind of bonus content.
Oh, sorry, goodbye.
Spoilers! Bye!
Bye.